Dear Mr. Beekman the 16th, nothing I say will surprise you. How can it? Which is why, as of today, March 3rd, 4067, I am announcing my resignation as Director of Original Programming from Three Moons Entertainment. I'm going to assume that offering the customary 2 weeks' notice doesn't apply for positions that have already become obsolete, so forgive my hastiness. I thank you for the opportunity to carry on as long as I did, but after what happened with Henry Norris VII and his script, The Honeydew Massacre, I feel my time here is done. They said it couldn't be done when I took the job 30 years ago. The last original story was published nearly 700 years prior to my hiring, and it was simply a derivative of the remake of the sequel to the 3,269 film Zorn and the Crying Gypsies. The landmark film was just a reminder of how we were holding on to the crumbling vestiges of mankind's longest-lasting achievement, original thought. In the year 3177, mankind ran out of a unique combination of words for the printed page 2 centuries earlier than when Professor Chomsky of the prestigious Berkeley School of Mathematical and Statistical Sciences calculated it would happen. Music proved finite soon after. Every possible melody line had been played backwards and forwards in every key and with every conceivable instrument. Fashion, comedy, fine art, and even the seemingly limitless outcomes to sporting events have been relegated to a syndicated life of perpetual reruns. Film held out as long as it could, passing off remakes, sequels, and adaptations as original ideas, sometimes changing only syntax and dialogue or marginally noticeable wardrobe and prop substitutions in the same films and re-releasing them as new until even those tricks eventually spun out of its infinity loop. I tried everything. Biopics, documentaries, talking to everyday people in the hopes of finding something unique. But every story had already been told. I traveled the world in search of a solitary original thought. Places like New York City, the underground rivers of Cancun, the Tianzi Mountains, nothing, no originality. It was like chasing a ghost. The Institute for the Preservation of Innovation and Expressiveness has been studying what I like to call the era of perpetual boredom for nearly 1,000 years. Have we simply outlived the boundaries of our own imagination, or has our dependency on technology made us complacent or compromised our wonderment for the future? Having cracked the secrets of our universe, was there little left for our imagination to do to fill in the gaps? My last hope took me to Barrow, Alaska, a small town with no roads north of the Arctic Circle. I woke to the whistle of a tea kettle and the soft crackling of a fire, wrapped in a warm wool blanket. A kind-faced man named Henry Norris had found me in the snow before I froze to death. Henry spent his days in solitude, writing stories in the quiet of his cabin. When I asked to see what he'd written, I didn't expect much, just some simple words to pass the time. His favorite, The Honeydew Massacre, was still unfinished. The moment I started reading, every word felt like a first kiss. Each new combination of words was like exploring a foreign land, an uncharted frontier no one else had ever seen. Every sentence was a human discovery. Every paragraph unlocked a distant galaxy. I held the key to a whole new world. "Can I have this?" I asked. "Your story? I'll pay any amount." That's when I realized something crucial. Creativity wasn't dead, it just needed to be thawed from the frozen Alaskan tundra. I returned home with Henry's manuscript and a renewed sense of purpose. The Institute's portal calculated the Honeydew Massacre's originality percentage at a mind-blowing 92%. I bought a car. I went home and kissed my wife. I told her everything was going to be okay. For the first time in my life, I believed it. I met with Bob Vance at Gallistar Entertainment to pitch The Honeydew Massacre as the last original story to ever be told. He thanked me for his time but said it was a pass. The story, although unique, was a big risk for their investors. Rocky 7 was scheduled for pre-production that spring. I knew right then and there I must resign. I could have kept going if humanity's loss of originality was a byproduct of evolution. I couldn't handle knowing that creativity still existed and we just chose to ignore it. I trust you will accept my resignation. Along with the Honeydew Massacre script, I've included several other short stories I collected, though I don't have much hope, not that it really matters. Sincerely, Travis Faulkner.